Hey everyone, this is Deadpool Joy from Comics to Games to Movies, and today I'm going to be reviewing my Universal Monsters collection. And the reason why I decided to do this is because I've gotten quite a few over the years, so I decided to review them now. Also, for the fact that we haven't really done anything on the movies section. It's a comics to games to movies, so yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do that for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and start off. To begin with, it's the original Frankenstein, starring Boris Karloff. I think, what's the other guy's name? Colin Clive. This is, in my opinion, my favorite monster movie from Universal Studios, from the black and white classics. So that's why I decided to start with this one. So there's that. These VHS, I've been getting them from everywhere. All of them are on VHS. I haven't gotten them on DVD, but I prefer them this way because the artwork in the boxes is pretty nice. So yeah, I've been getting them from where I find them, from eBay, swap meets, or yard sales, pretty much anywhere. But yeah, there's that, the original Frankenstein, my favorite. And next is Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi as Dracula. This is what I would say the best Dracula movie out there. No one can do as good of a job as Bela Lugosi did in the role of Dracula. So there's that. Next is Lon Chaney and the Phantom of the Opera. This was a silent, and this one doesn't look like the other ones I've showed you before because it's not by the same thing. This one's by Good Times Home Video. For some reason, Universal claims that this is their property, but I mean, I understand why it would, but it's never been released like these other ones over here. Let's say this, the classic collection of Universal Monsters. So I find that kind of weird. I don't understand why. But yeah, this is a very good movie. I heard this was recently released on Blu-ray, so I'm most likely gonna pick that up, the Blu-ray version of it. I'm very interested in seeing it that way. But yeah, this is a very good classic, released in 1925. And in my opinion, also the best Phantom of the Opera film. No other Phantom of the Opera has ever been as good as this one. The way Lon Chaney portrayed the role. So, yeah. Alright, moving on to the next thing. This Phantom of the Opera. This one starred Claude Rains as the Phantom, but this was not even black and white anymore. This was released in 1970, I think. Somewhere around there. I'm not really sure when it was released, but it was already in color. It was in black and white. So I mean, it's a good movie, but pretty sure like it could get boring at some points, parts of the movie. So it's nowhere as good as this one over here. I would recommend watching it, but yeah, you might get bored in some parts, and you know, it's not that much of a good movie compared to the original one. But yeah, there's the Phantom of the Opera starring Claude Rains. Next one is the Wolfman. This is the classic right here, starring Lon Chaney Jr., Lon Chaney's son, as the Wolfman. To me, out of all the monsters he portrayed, the Wolfman would be my favorite character or monster Lon Chaney Jr. portrayed in this movie. Awesome movie. So yeah, this is also one of my favorites, the Wolfman. The next one would be the Raven, starring Bela Lugosi again, and this time Boris Karloff also stars in this as what I believe his assistant. and it's supposed to be based on The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, but it's not really the characters of the story. It's just this Bela Lugosi as a madman whose atrocities are inspired by the book of Edgar Allan Poe. But like, I still think it's a very good movie. So there's that. Next one is Bride of Frankenstein. Again, with Boris Karloff and Colin Clive in the reprising the roles as Frankenstein's monster and Victor Frankenstein. See Frankenstein in the background, at least a little bit. And the Bride of Frankenstein right here up front. So yeah, this is the first sequel to the original Frankenstein. And then next up is a creature. Oh wait, not this one yet. Sorry about that. It's a Creature from the Black Lagoon. This is what I would say is my second favorite after Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's just a very, very good film. Stands well on its own. Very cool monster created for this film. They call him the Gill Man, or just simply the Creature. Yeah, very good movie. These are all very, very good classic movies worth checking out if you guys haven't seen them before. So yeah, the one that I was gonna show you at first, which I thought was the first one, was actually Revenge of the Creature, which is the second film of a trilogy. If you guys didn't already know that, this is a trilogy of creature films. So there's the second one there. The Gill Man again coming back. Revenge of the Creature. This one over here. Oops. Alright, the last one of the three, considered by many fans as the best one of the three. In my opinion, it was the first one, but this one's still very good, as well as the second one. They're all very good movies. This one's called The Creature Walks Among Us. In this film, we see the creature is colored. Well, I mean, even if it's a black and white film, in every colorful picture of it, skin's his color, the color of his skin is changed from green to a light sandy tan, sort of, because they make the creature into a more human looking creature. So that's why the title is called The Creature Walks Among Us. They make him half human, half Gill Man. So yeah, they experiment on him on this film. Very good movie. Next up is The Mummy, starring Boris Karloff again. A very iconic role. Gets a emo tip. This served as the inspiration for the later Mummy films, starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, with Arnold Vosloo as a mummy. But those were nowhere near as good as this one. Of course, very good movies, but the original is always the best. And they only based the mummy's name on this film. Everything else is much different story than this one. So yeah, moving on to the next one. My third favorite monster movie, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. This, back when I was a little kid, is always the one that I always wanted to see, because what's better than having Frankenstein meet the Wolfman and have both of them clash against each other? You know what I mean? So this is a very cool movie. This time, instead of Boris Karloff being in the role of Frankenstein, it was Bela Lugosi, who also played Dracula and the werewolf who bit Lon Chaney Jr. and the Wolfman. They turned him into the Wolfman. So, still a very good actor. He was able to keep the Boris Karloff look on this for the film. So, There you see Lon Chaney Jr. with Bela Lugosi. And the film's climax is just one of the best ever. You see both of them go head to head, and it's just awesome. Awesome movie. And those of you who have seen The Sandlot, there's a part where the dog, aka the Beast, crashes through a theater screen. Well, if you see that, that's actually this movie coming out in the theater screen. Well, and it's funny because right in the part where Lon Chaney Jr. is turning into the Wolfman, that's when the dog pops up in the screen. You guys know the rest. It scares everybody in the theater. He's chasing him, Benny the Jet Rodriguez. But yeah, it was this movie. So you guys won't get confused and think that it was the original Wolfman. It was Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. But yeah, it's a very good classic. Next up is The Mummy's Hand. This one starred what's his name? Tom Tyler in the role of the Mummy. And this time it was they ignored the events of the first film, and they named them Karis the Mummy. These were already considered B movies with very low budgets after the original one, but overall I think these were very, very well made as well. Pretty much the same as the first movie. I don't see anything wrong with them. Lots of people don't really like them, but I think they're very good. And Tom Tyler was also the actor who portrayed the Phantom in the early serials, and also Shazam, Captain Marvel in the early serials as well. So I think he did a very good job on this portraying this mummy in this second film. So there that is there. Up. Then the next one is The Mummy's Curse. This one I think is the last one. I'm not really sure. I would have to look at them correctly to see which order these go in. But I'm thinking that this is the last one. And after Tom Tyler became the Mummy and The Mummy's Hand, the one who basically took over the whole entire franchise after that, and the last 3 movies, a total of 5, was Lon Chaney Jr. So yeah, this was the last movie in the series, The Mummy's Curse. So I didn't put the next one after The Mummy's Tomb. I was just grabbing whatever is near me at the moment. But yeah, this is another good classic movie you guys should check out. Alright, the next one is The Invisible Man, with Claude Rains as the Invisible Man, based on Henry George Wells' story of the same name. It was a very good movie. A little bit loose adaptation of it. Sorry about that. But I think it's very good as well. Nothing wrong with these movies. They're very good movies. So yeah, there's that one. House of Frankenstein is next. Yeah, what these films did notable. Most fans know about this is that they combined lots of monsters together. They had Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and Mad Scientist all together in one movie. Can't say they were the best of the movies because they never really came out that much in the screen together, all the monsters versus each other. But I think they come out very good. They came out very good. I would still recommend them. You see, it says Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, Count Dracula, and also a Mad Scientist, all together in one movie. So I'm thinking the Van Helsing movie starring Hugh Jackman was inspired by these movies, putting all the monsters in one movie. So there's that. Alright, next up is The Invisible Man Returns. It's a very good movie. This time it stars Vincent Price as the Invisible Man. And for its time, this film got lots of awards because of the good special effects. For its time, they're very good, you know. And I definitely agree. This movie was made in, I believe, 1940. So yeah, it's very good special effects for its time. Very good movie. Vincent Price was able to take over the role for this movie perfectly. So there's that. And, let's see what I got here. I got Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, and It also has Bela Lugosi, Chaney as Dracula. It's a very good movie. This is the only Abbott and Costello movie I have where they meet a monster, but I'm planning to get more of them pretty soon. It's it's very cool seeing these guys go meet these classic monsters from the original movies. So this time, I believe it has Lon Chaney Jr., Bela Lugosi, and Glenn Strange as Wolfman, Dracula, and Frankenstein. So Glenn Strange was the later Frankenstein. He was the one who also appeared in the House of Frankenstein, and the next one, which is House of Dracula. Very cool movie. This is the sequel to House of Frankenstein, again with Count Dracula, a mad scientist, and Frankenstein's monster, and the Wolfman. So yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, and in those movies that I just showed you, Dracula was actually portrayed by some other actor. I forgot his name, but he was no longer Bela Lugosi as Dracula. And Bela Lugosi later on returned again in the Abbott and Costello ones, but for those he chose not to return. But yeah, the next one that I have is Ghost of Frankenstein. I believe this is the fourth movie of the Frankenstein standalone series. This time with Lon Chaney Jr. as Frankenstein's monster. The third film I don't have. It's Son of Frankenstein, but yeah, the first three were Boris Karloff as Frankenstein's monster, and this one was the fourth one. No longer Bela Lugosi. Oh, sorry about that. Boris Karloff. I'm getting kind of confused with the names now. Boris Karloff as Frankenstein's monster, and I believe he retired from the role, but he returned as Frankenstein's monster for Roots. I believe it was Route 66 episode later on. So that was a very good thing that he at least returned with the Frankenstein costume on that. But anyway, I'm gonna get that soon as well and have it right now, just for that episode. I'm not really interested in the whole entire series, but yeah. But anyways, the next one I have is The Mummy's Ghost. I believe this is the fourth film in the Mummy series. This time with what was his name? Robert Lowry, and Lon Chaney Jr. as the Mummy once again. Robert Lowry was the one who portrayed the second Batman in the 1940 series. So yeah, he was a good actor in this film as well. This is like the one mummy movie where the mummy actually wins, so he gets away with whatever he's doing. But that doesn't stop the movie from being a bad movie, because it just shows that bad guys can win sometimes, and the movie will still be great. You know, heroes are not always gonna win. But yeah, Lon Chaney Jr. Portrayed the mummy in this movie again. And last but not least, the last one that I got is The Mummy's Tomb, third one in the series. Sorry about not showing you guys these in order, but I had them all mixed up. I was just grabbing whatever I could to get this review. So yeah, this is the first time Lon Chaney Jr. does the role of the mummy. Good classic one as well. Very good movie. Yeah, so this takes place after the mummy's hand, but it's like some lots of years after that. He's killing off of the original members of the expedition from the mummy's hand one by one. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, this is my whole entire stack of monster movies from Universal Pictures. Very good movies. So I recommend you guys watch all of them. So this is Deadpool Joy. Happy to make this video for you guys. Write whatever you think on the comments section below. And yeah, thanks for watching.